around.
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
What's that?
Gibbs is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Rick, 180, 14. 14. Average 2 for 66.
Here's Gone. And he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and going.
To Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Hey, Shell.
Here's Gone. He'll try to pick it up himself. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Bates' kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, now the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's going deep for Bateman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 93 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First down 2 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Ravens 6.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. Here's a diving catch right side. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Black 20. DC.
To throw is Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hey, 76. We're good.
From the 50, it's Goff. Finds Gibbs on a check down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Again, Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10.
Goff going to shift him around. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. That's complete to Laporta. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
We go, 76. We go, tonight. 180. Listen. Value three.
Here's Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it. It's hot. Hot. Hey, middle.
Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he cannot pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
180. Hey, kill. Maverick.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Louis.
Goff now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Like 20. Ric Flair. 12.
Now it's gone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Pretty good start here for him. 6 yards on that opening play.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's May to the air. He finds Diggs right side. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Henderson here from the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Moving 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
May now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Now May on 4th down. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. They're working a couple of yards past the line. That was Harold Landry making the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Smith to the air now. It's a screen play to Genty. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense up to the line fast.
18. And the Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Genty from the gun. He's got a gain of 6 there. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Smith. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete. Intended target Dante Thornton Jr. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Smith in the pistol. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And a Raider first down. 1st and goal.
In the red zone on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
That sack backs him up. It's going to be a long 3rd and goal from the 16.
We're good.
3rd and long for him here. We go to Genty on the dump off. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. And we'll see what they do about 4th and goal in a few minutes. We've reached the end of our 1st quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Smith on 4th down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders get the game's first points here in the 2nd. All right, so we're already into the 2nd quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Carlson's extra point is good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Patriots nothing. Daniel Carlson.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Look at that power, deep left side. And he makes the, wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half. And they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Back to the air. It's May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Devin White makes the play. And the Raiders get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's Genty running right. It's a cutback. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders take a 13-0 lead.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Raiders 14. Patriots nothing. Daniel
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
All set to go now from the 35. Off the play action, May. Bails out of the pocket quick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it's 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
May trying again here on 2nd. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Here's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And now it's second down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and 2, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. Third and just 2 to go. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
First down, May. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. May now from the gun. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First down throw for May. Connects on the crosser. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's May. And this is going to fall incomplete. And they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, then let me tell you.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Check 58. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Think an interception to be had. And the incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
Now Borregales on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touch. Back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
From the gun, Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. That's taken in by Tucker. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And a yard at the Patriots' 43-yard line.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Right. Middle. 390%. Hold.
First down, Smith to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Running from the pistol here with Jency. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The tackle made.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Smith. That's low and bounces short of his man. Couldn't connect with Dante Thornton Jr. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down.
Line. Hey, we're going to line. Hey, 3 on left. No ball. Straight. We're going to line.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Carlson's kick is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
They had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets this down near the 30.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To the air on 1st down, May. Well, left side cut by Douglas. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Is Darian Porter in on the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. 6 yards to go here. It's third down. Here's May again. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. Throw caught by his running back. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on fourth down. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Patriots.
Hey, what's up?
They've got a man in motion. Tossing it to Henderson. Running in the red zone. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Give now to Henderson. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions.
Touchdown.
All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So up comes May and his offense, going for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Five still to go here. This is second down.
Here we go, here we go. Look.
Smith to the air now. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a gain of 2.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 390%. Middle. 13 next.
Smith in the pistol. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Gain of 6. And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the
We're down to the 2-minute warning
line.
here in Vegas. Raiders leading by 11. New set of downs from the 37. Pitch play to Jency. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? All right, here we go. Second down.
Ready. Hey, look. Check 59. Cover. Tuesday.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Hey, we go Salon.
This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Hey, trio left.
They're going to pass it here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Hold on. Hey, we go. Hey, it's a clip.
Smith yet again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10.
Hey, what's up?
To throw, here's May. Cut out left. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down, New England.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Here's May on first and 10. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.